Oh,
Hi guys, hi Kevin, hi Mariam.
Hi ma'am, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good. How are you?
Good ma'am.
Okay, that's great. So, good to see you all today. And today we are having math backup class, okay, of chapter second. Okay. Basically this class used to be on Saturdays, but we have shifted it to Fridays because Edric is unable to attend on Saturdays, and also because sometimes I'm also a little bit occupied on Saturdays. So we will be taking the backup on Fridays now on. Okay.
So there'll be no class on Saturdays, ma'am.
Yes, no class on Saturdays. Friday we'll be taking this class. All right. Yes.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. 1 minute. Now. Let me just open up your PDF. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Perfect. So in the last couple of classes, we did with the backup of the first chapter. Today we will start with the second one, that is integers. Okay. Now let's see first that what's the meaning of integers? What's integers? Integers are your positive numbers, okay, your negative numbers, and zero. Okay, positive numbers, negative numbers, and zero. All of them are known as integers. Okay, this is integers. Now, this is my number line. Okay, this is known as a number line. Zero is always at the center. Okay, in a number line, at the center is zero. Okay, now towards the right side of my number line, towards the right side, numbers are known as positive integers. Okay, positive integers. On the right side, there are numbers in minus, like -1, -2, -3, and so on. These are known as what? Negative integers. Okay. This is negative integers. All right. Now, positive integers are all greater than zero. Okay. Positive integers are all greater than zero. Like 1 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 0, okay, 3 is greater than 0. All of them are greater than 0, and they are greater than one another when we go towards the right side. Okay. Like 2 is greater than 1, and 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 2, 1. Okay. But what happens on the negative side? On the negative side, 0 is greater than all the negative integers. Okay. 0 is greater than -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay. And in negative integers, what happens? -1 is greater than -2.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
ma'am, Ma'am, because minus, because left of the, because left to the number line, that's why -1 is greater than -2, because -2 is left of the number line than -1.
Yes, that's right. Because -2 is on the left on the number line from -1. Okay, so -1 will be greater. And if I talk about, suppose, for example, -4 and -1. So which one will be greater? -1 will be greater in this case. Okay, why? Because it's on the left side of the number line. So on the negative integers, the bigger one is always the smaller one. Smaller one is the bigger one. Okay, it works like this when we are talking about negative integers. Okay, any doubts still here?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Anaya Saraogi.
Now, this is what I just explained. Then, from this, we can conclude that every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Okay, this we know. If I write -4 and 2 over here, which one will be greater? 2 will
2.
be greater. Okay, because all positive integers are greater than negative integer. Okay, then on the right side of 0, the number line, whichever integer is at more distance from 0 will be greater. Okay, means tells about this side on the right side. Okay, the more the distance it is from 0, the greater it will be. Look at 0 and 9. 9 is at distance, so it will be 9 times greater than 0. Okay, like that.
Ma'am,
Then, yes,
ma'am, where does the number line start and where does it end?
number line starts with 0 at the center, and it starts with like 1, and it ends like we can continue it as much as we want. Okay, like numbers. Like numbers are there
Like till
that
infinity,
way.
we can continue it?
Infinity we can continue. Okay.
Infinity is the last number?
Yes, infinity we can continue, but we don't make a number line till infinity. We make it until what we need, okay? Until the number that we need.
I thought
Yes,
numbers
Simran?
never end. Infinity is the last number that we need, but there can be more numbers than that.
There can be more numbers than that. Infinity means never ending, okay? Means something that goes on and on. That is infinity. So there's no end to it. Of course, we can extend the number line, but we don't extend it because we don't have to make so much of the numbers. We just make it until up till the numbers that we need. Okay, on the left and the right. So yes. Now on the left side of 0 on the number line, whichever integer is at more distance from 0 will be smaller. This is my left side of the number line. Okay. And the more distance it is from 0, the smaller it will be when we are talking about negative integers. Okay. This is my negative side. This is my positive side. Okay. 0 is known as neutral. Okay. Neutral means it's neither positive nor negative. All right. Then 0 is smaller than every positive integer we know. Okay. And 0 is greater than every negative integer. Okay. Smaller than every positive one, but greater than every negative integer. All right. Now, here are some examples of comparison. If we compare 7 and -3, 7 and -3, which is greater? Obviously 7 because it's a positive. Yes. If we compare -10 and -13, which will be greater?
Minus 10.
Yes, because this happens on the left side. Okay, the smaller one is the greater when it comes to the negative integers. Then we have 0 and -8, which will be greater 0 because 0 is greater than every negative integer. Okay, and like this it goes on. Okay, then we have addition and subtraction of integers using the number line. Okay, this is my number line, and I have to add 3 and 5. Okay, I have to do 3 plus 5. So both are positive. 3 and 5 both are positive. So from 0 to 3, I will go first. And then 3 to 5, I will go like this. Then I'll see it's starting from 0 and taking me to 8. So 3 plus 5 becomes 8. Okay, this is really basic. Okay, adding on the number line. Okay, then next one, we have minus 3 plus 5 on the number line. Okay, minus 3 plus 5. So first we will reach minus 3. From 0 to minus 3 we will go. Okay, like this. And then after moving 3 steps from 0 on its left, then moving 5 steps on the right of minus 3. Okay, then 5 steps on the right of minus 3 we will move. Okay, that is from minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, then 1 and 2. Okay, this is 5 steps towards the 2 we will reach. So that way we'll get minus 3 plus 5 equals 2. Okay, now there comes some rules. Okay, some rules when we are solving with positive negative integers. What are they? If minus sign is there and plus sign is there, what we do together, that in that what operation we will perform, we will minus. Okay, if plus sign is there and minus sign is there together, what we will do, what it becomes,
We take the bigger now. We take the bigger sign.
in the answer we put the bigger sign, but what operation we will perform. Okay, suppose look at this. 1 second now. I'm having 2 plus minus 3. Okay, I'm having 2 plus minus 3. Plus minus I'm having. So what it becomes? Plus minus is minus. 2 minus 3 it becomes. Comes to what? 1. But 3 has the 3 is the bigger number. What sign it has? Minus. I will put minus. Okay, like that. So it becomes minus 1. Okay, like this we take them. Now, if I'm having plus and plus sign, if both the numbers are positive, then I'll add them. If both the numbers are negative, that is minus and minus, I will add them again. Okay. If I'm having 4 minus 3, I have to solve this. 4 minus 3. Look at the fourth one. Minus is plus.
Plus.
Okay. Becomes 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, 7 will be my answer. Like this we operate. Okay, so very important. These 4 things you need to keep in mind when we are operating with integers. Okay. Is it here? Okay. So we'll move forward. Now, subtraction of 2 integers on the number line. Okay. If we wish to subtract 5 from 3 with the help of number line, then I'm explaining this. Okay. Then we are to find a number which when added to 3 gives 5. Okay. Now from 3, if we get move 2 steps, we will get 5. Okay. So that is how we know that when we will subtract 2 from 5, we will get 3. Okay. Then there is for subtracting minus 3 from 5, we are to find a number which when added to minus 3 gives 5. Okay. Now, in other words, we need to know the number of steps to be moved on the right side of minus 3 to reach 5. Okay, means This way we are moving right side from -3 to reach 5. Okay, so we will have to move how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 steps. We'll have to move 8 steps. So we will get 8. When we do 5 minus -3, we'll get 8. And on the number line, you can show it like this.
Ma'am,
Yes, Andrew.
ma'am, I still don't get it, ma'am.
You still don't get it? See, read this. We're
Now
subtracting
we're subtracting -3 from 5. We have to find a number which, when added to -3, gives 5.
means
other-
-3. Yes, we are starting with -3 and we have to take it to 5. Okay. So we started from here -3 and we went to 5. Now how many steps we took? We took 8 steps. Okay, 8 times 8 steps we took. So 8 is that number. Okay. When added to -3 gives 5. Okay. So this is how you show it on number line. This is just to explain it to you. Mainly, you have to remember those 4 steps, okay? Plus, minus, 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 plus is minus, plus is plus, and minus is plus, okay? Mainly, if that is clear, it's very easy to solve this, okay? Yes,
Ma'am, same sign means you have to add, and different sign means you have to subtract.
yes, that is right, okay? Then there is similar examples given here. You can review them. Okay, same thing we've got to perform. Okay, so I'm moving forward. You have in-text questions 2.1. You can try them out this weekend. Okay, this is for you to try out. You just have to tell what integers are between the given integers, what numbers are there between the given integers, which one is greater or less. Okay, then greater or less again, and find the value. Okay, this also you guys can try using those 4 rules. Okay. Then there is absolute value of an integer. Okay. What is an absolute value? Absolute value is that same number without the sign. Okay. On removing the sign. Suppose I have -12. So what will be the absolute value of -12? Remove the sign. The minus, it will be 12. Okay. Suppose I have -4. What will be its absolute value? 4. Okay. In absolute value, we just ignore the signs, okay? We just ignore the poor signs and remember the number only. Okay, so that gives you, this is your absolute value. All right. Now, to represent absolute value of a number, we place the number between 2 vertical line segments. Okay, that is, it means that I have to find out its absolute value. So it will be 7. Okay. Then it's put between 2 bars, means you have to give absolute value of it. Okay. So this is between 2 bars, means that I have to write absolute value. So it becomes 10. Okay, like that. Now, operations on integers. Okay. To add 2 positive integers or 2 negative integers, we add their absolute values and put the signs of the addends with the sum. Okay, put the signs of the addends with the sums. Now, look at this one. First one, 5 plus 4 equals to 9. You just added it simple. Then 7 plus -3 equals to 4. Plus minus is minus. So 7 minus 3 comes to 4. And why 4 is a positive number? Because 7 is a positive. You take the sign of the bigger number in the answer. Okay. Then minus 6 plus minus 3. So this becomes minus 6 minus 3. Okay, because plus minus becomes minus. So
Huh?
now when I'm having minus minus, yes,
Where is given plus minus? It's minus minus.
here minus 6 plus minus 3.
The first number is minus, the second number is plus minus.
Third one I'm talking. Third one. Minus 6 plus minus 3.
Minus 6 plus minus 3.
Yes, minus 6 plus minus. That's what I'm saying. Minus 6 plus minus 3. So plus minus becomes minus 3. So now minus minus I have here in this step. I'm having minus minus. It becomes, we'll do add. We'll do addition. So 9. And what's the bigger number 6? What's its sign? Minus. So we'll put minus. That's why minus 9. Okay. Then minus 5 plus 2 minus plus. So we will subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. Bigger number is 5. So its sign is minus. So minus 3. Okay. Then we are having some addition questions. Okay. Add minus 537 and minus 231. Okay. So this will become minus 537 plus minus 231. Okay, now we are having plus and minus. So I can write it like this, minus 537 plus minus minus 231. Now minus minus I have. So I will add them together. Okay, 537 plus 231, 768. Now, what's the bigger number? 537, what sign it has? Minus.
Minus.
Minus 768. Okay, that's now the solver. Next one is add 405 and 227. So it becomes 405 plus minus 227. Okay, now 405 plus minus is minus
Minus.
227. Directly subtracted 10, 178. 405 bigger number is positive, so 178 we will put positive. Okay. Similarly, you guys can check out example 2.3 and 2.4. Okay. Same method. Then we have some properties of addition of integers. Okay. Now, if a and b are two integers, then a plus b will also be an integer. Okay. Suppose a plus b. Okay. My a is 4 plus my b is minus 2. Okay. Let's solve this. 4 plus minus 2 is 4 minus 2. That is
Yes.
2.
Plus
Okay.
and minus.
Integer. So 2 is my what? Integer. Okay. Positive integer. So when you add two integers, you will get an integer as the answer. Okay. Then a plus b equals to b plus a. Okay. Your first integer plus second integer will be equal to second integer plus first integer, where a and b both will be your integers. Okay. Suppose, let's take this example only. 4 plus minus 2 equals to minus 2 plus 4. Okay. First, solve the first part. This is my a plus b equals to, this is my b plus a. Okay. Now, 4 plus minus 2 is 4 minus 2 comes to 3. Second part, minus 2 plus 4. Minus and plus sign is there. So I'll subtract. It becomes 2. Sign I will not put minus because 4 is positive. So 2 will also be positive. So finally 2 equals to 2. Both are what? Integers. Okay. When a plus b equals to b plus c, a, b are integers, your answer will also be integers. Okay. We'll get the same. Then this is your grouping. Okay. A plus b plus c equals to a plus b plus c. Okay. This is your grouping. When you group them, you'll get the same thing where your a, b, and c all should be integers. Okay. Then a plus 0 equals to 0 plus a equals to a. Okay. If you add something to if you add 0 to something, that is 0 plus 4, you will get 4. If you do 4 plus 0, you will get 4 plus 0, you will get 4. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
ma'am, 0 is the additive identity of integers.
Yes. 0 is additive identity of integers. So this is the identity which proves that your a should be, this is my a, should be an integer. Okay. Then subtraction of integers we have. Subtract minus 15 from 18. So we can write it as 18 minus 15. Okay, but minus becomes plus. So 18 plus 15.
Ma'am,
Okay.
33.
I'll get 33. Okay. Then these are some examples. Subtract minus 27 from minus 45. Minus 45 minus 27 becomes. Okay, so minus 45 minus plus 27. Now minus plus minus, so subtract 27 from 45. 18. Look at 45. It is negative, so 18 will be negative. Okay, like this we solve. To find the value of multinomial expressions with positive and negative numbers, we add all the positive integers and add all the negative integers separately, then find the sum of both. Multinomial expression with positive and negative numbers. Okay, first we add all the positive integers. Multinomial means if we are having positive integers also, positive ones, and negative integers also. So what we can do? We can add all the positive ones together and the negative separately and then find the sum of both to find your answer. Okay. He's taken the positive ones, the negative ones, did a sum to find your answer. Okay. Then properties of subtraction of integer. If a, b two integers, then a minus b is also an integer. Okay. A and b are two integers. Suppose let's take 6 minus 4, both are positive integers. 2 is also positive integers, okay? And same with negative ones. A minus 0 equals to a where a is any integer. Okay, positive or negative. Subtract 0, we will get a. Okay, that is an integer again. Then multiplication of integers. Look at the following product of integers. 3 into minus 4 equals to minus 4 plus minus 4 plus minus 4. That is minus 12 equals to minus 3 into 4. Okay, so look here. Find the value of minus 15 into 8. First, we multiply their absolute value. Means remove the sign and just multiply your numbers. That's 15 into 8. 120. Then put your sign. Okay. First, we multiply the absolute value and then you work on with your signs. Now look here. minus 5 into 3. First multiply 5 into 3, 15. Then put minus sign of the 5. And similarly, you do in all of it. Okay. Please see that when the second integer decreases by 1, the product increases by 5. Therefore, minus 5 into minus 1 must be 5 more than 0. And minus 5 into minus 2 must be 5 more than 5. That is 10. Okay. This is the same thing, continuation. I want you guys to take a look at this at home today. It's very simple. Okay.
Ma'am,
Now, yes,
one thing. So plus into plus is plus, minus into minus is plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus.
yes. Okay, that is right. And that's what we follow in multiplication as well. Look at this one, suppose. This is minus and minus. So the answer will be what? It will be positive. Okay, answer will come in plus. All right. Multiplication name, when we are having that same thing will follow, that plus plus. If both are in plus, answer will be in plus. Both are negative, answer will be in plus. One is positive negative, answer will come in minus. One is negative positive, your answer will come in minus. Okay.
Ma'am,
That
the
also
same,
will, yes.
same sign means plus and different sign means minus.
Yes, same signs is your plus, different signs is minus. Then we have your properties of multiplication of integers. Okay. If a and b are integers, then a into b is also an integer. When we multiply two integers, what we will get will also be an integer. Okay, multiplication maybe same thing happens. Then in multiplication, a into b will be equal to b into a when a, b are integers. Okay, means that if I do 2 into 3, it will be equal to 3 into 2. 6 here and 6 there. Okay, and 6 is my integer because 2 and 3 were also integers, positive integers, so 6 will be positive integer. Okay, then a into b into c equals to a into b into c. That is a into b, this is grouping, into c equals to a into b into c. Suppose I'm doing 2 into 4 into 3 equals to 2 into 4 into 3. 4 to the 8 into 3. And here 2 into 4 into 4, 4 to the side, 4 3s are 12. Okay. So 8 3s are 24 and 12 2s are 24. Okay. No matter how I group in multiplication also, I'll get the same answer where my a, b, and c all should be integers. So answer also I'll get in my integers. Okay. Then if you multiply an integer with 0, what you will get? 0. Okay. If I'll do 0 into minus 4, I'll get 0. If I do minus 4 into 0, I'll get 0. Okay. Where minus 4 is my integer. If I multiply 1 with any integer, okay, that is positive integer 5 or 1 into 5, I'll get 5 in both the cases. Okay.
Ma'am,
Positive integers. Yes.
ma'am, and 1 is the multiplicative identity of integers.
1 is the multiplicative identity of integers. That's right. Okay. Then this is they have solved and shown you. You can take a look at it. Then comes your division of integers. Okay. Now what happens in division if two integers are positive or both are negative, then their quotient is a positive integer, which is the quotient of absolute value of the two integers. Means, look at this, 6 divided by 2. Okay, both are positive. Minus 6 divided by minus 2. Both are negative. So in the first case, what will be my answer? 6 divided by 2?
3, ma'am.
3. Second one also 3. Both will be positive. Why? Because these are both positive, these are both negative. Same signs, answers will be in positive. Okay. Then the next one, quotient of a positive integer and a negative integer is a negative integer having absolute value as the quotient of the absolute value of the two integers. Means what? Means if I'm having 6 divided by minus 2, okay, my answer will be minus 3. Okay.
Ma'am,
Or if, yes,
ma'am, plus divided by plus is plus, minus divided by minus is minus, plus divided by minus is minus, minus divided by plus is minus.
yes,
Same
okay.
as multiplication only.
Same. Yes, same as multiplication only. If it's minus 6 divided by 2, 1 is plus, 6 is of minus, and 2 is of plus, so my answer will be minus 3 again. Okay. How do you solve it first? First, you normally solve it. Okay. When I'm dividing, I will not write minus 6 inside. I will write it like this, 6 and 2 outside. Absolute values I will take when I'm dividing. Then in my answer, when I do like this, I've got in my answer 3. Now I will put my sign, okay? When I'm solving it, I do solve with the absolute value, that is with the original number, and then afterwards I use my signs. Okay, so that's how you do in division. Okay, then if A and B are two integers, A divided by B is not always an integer. Okay, in division, A and B are two integers, but A divided by B is not always an integer. Okay, not always an integer. Then you have exercise 2.2. In text questions 2.2, you can try this out. Okay, then you have grouping symbols. Means that now, guys, there are 3 brackets. Okay, this is known as small bracket. Yes,
Ma'am, you skipped
this is
the 0 by A is 0 while A divided by 0 is not defined. You skipped that.
which one?
This one. 0 divided by A is 0 while A divided by 0 is not defined. This one.
Okay, okay, yes. So when we divide 0 by any number, it's 0, and a number, if we divide with 0, this is not defined. Okay,
Ma'am, how come? How is it not defined?
because 0 doesn't has a value, so you cannot divide it with 0. How? Like, what's the table of 0?
0, 0, 1,
Right.
0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 4, 0.
Yes, everything, it's totally a 0 only, so we cannot divide a number with 0 exactly. So that is why it is not
Ma'am,
defined. Okay,
but how come we can divide 0 with another number?
it will be 0 only. Okay, if you divide 0 with any number, your answer will be 0, because again, 0 doesn't have any value. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
because 0 doesn't have any value, that is why it will be 0. Okay, that's its property. Then now I'm moving forward to grouping. Now in grouping, we have some symbols. This is small bracket. This is known as medium or curly bracket. This is known as big bracket or large bracket. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, there are different names also. The first bracket is called parenthesis, the second bracket is called flower brackets, and the third bracket is called square brackets.
Yes. Flower brackets, square bracket. Exactly. We used to call this one square bracket and this one curly. This is small bracket. Okay. So why do we need these brackets? What's the use of it? Now, suppose in a question, there are multiple things, okay? There is addition you have to do, there is subtraction, there is multiply also you have to do. Same question, different things you have to do. So how will you know that what to solve first? Which operation to solve first, okay? That time, the small bracket you solve first. Okay, first you solve what is in the small bracket, then you solve what is in the medium bracket, and then at the last you solve what is in the big bracket. Okay, last you solve the big bracket. First you solve the small bracket, then you solve the medium, then at last you solve the big bracket. Okay, then suppose I have this question. This is curly bracket 15 plus 1 second. Yes, plus 5 minus 8 divided by 6. First, you solve 5 minus 8 because it's in the small bracket. Okay, so this becomes 15 plus 5 minus 8 minus 3 minus 3 divided by 6. So now, again, small bracket, this thing I will solve. So it becomes 15 plus minus is what? Minus 3 divided by 6. So when I solve one bracket, it will get removed. Okay, I can remove that bracket. So 15 minus 3, I will do how much? Well, I solved it, so I'll remove it from here, divided by 6, which is 2. Okay, that's how we solve it. You start with the small bracket, then move on to solve the medium bracket, and then at the end you solve the large brackets. Okay, this is how you solve. Similarly, example 5 also. First you have to solve 17 minus 3. After that you solve this one 9 minus 7 9 minus you will get 17 minus 3 14. 9 minus 14 you will solve, and then after that, when 9 minus 14 is solved, you will add 12 to it. Okay, and then you will subtract it from 15. Okay, like this you
Ma'am?
solve. So this you have to, yes.
Ma'am, you skipped the part that if there is no operation symbol between any number in the brackets, then it is taken as multiplication.
Yes, that's right. Suppose if I have 15, 3, no symbol. Okay, bracket is there, but no symbol. So it means that it is 15 into 3. Okay.
Ma'am?
All right. Yes.
Ma'am, how come when there is no sign near the bracket, it counts as multiplication? How come? How is it multiplication and not addition?
It is multiplication because it is a fact. Okay, it's factual. And it's like a rule, okay? They've made it like a rule, this thing, that it will come to when there is no sign but bracket and a number outside the bracket and inside a number, we will only assume it as multiplication, okay? Not addition. That's the rule of it. That is one, okay? We cannot do anything. All right. So then you have index questions 2.3. Check these out today. These you have to solve by solving the bracket series. Okay. Second one, simplify. With this, we have finished with our chapter. Backup of chapter 2, we have finished. Okay, and I was shocked.
It's a short chapter, ma'am.
It's a short chapter. Yes,
Ma'am,
it's a short chapter.
ma'am,
Yes, Cedric.
ma'am, when is the test for this chapter?
Next week.
Ma'am, next
Okay.
week is the science test also, right, ma'am? Chapter 3.
Yes, science test also, maths test too. Okay. I think on Friday, probably I'll be keeping Thursday or Friday math test, and Tuesday is your science test. Okay.
And ma'am, when will the current maths test results come? By today or tomorrow?
Yes, by today or tomorrow. Okay, probably by today night. Okay, today evening, probably by today evening, I'll share them. Okay, yeah. Okay, then math class is done today.
Is the science
We'll meet
class, ma'am?
science classes there in next 4 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, Andrick. I'll see you Monday. Bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Bye. Hello. I hope I'm audible now. Okay. Yes. So, in the previous sessions, we were talking about reproduction, and in our course structure, we have two parts of it. Okay, that is reproduction in plants. Plants we have, and we have reproduction in animals. Today we are, right now we are discussing reproduction in animals, and in both of these series, two types of reproduction are there. Okay, in plants also, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction is there, and in animals as well, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction takes place. Okay, yes. Now we talked about sexual reproduction in animals and asexual reproduction in our last class. Okay, in which what happens? Fertilization process takes place. Okay, fertilization process takes place. What happens? And now fertilization process is also of two types. Okay, that is your internal fertilization and your external fertilization. Can you give me an example of both types of fertilization? Anyone? Sunil and Aya?
Ma'am, internal fertilization happens when an animal gives birth to direct young, it does not lay eggs. So baby fertilizes inside the stomach, and external fertilization happens like, an example, frogs, when the mother frog lays the eggs, and the egg is fertilized. Sorry, the tadpoles fertilize inside the eggs.
Very good. Internal fertilization takes place in humans and other animals. This is when the fusion takes place inside the female, and external fertilization happens in frogs. Okay, when the female frog lays eggs and the male frog releases sperms, which travels to the eggs, swims to the eggs, and then fertilizes them. Okay, that is your external fertilization, which happens
I
in
can understand
animals.
one thing.
What? Yes, Amin. Ask it, Sunil, what you didn't got. Okay. Are you talking about internal fertilization or external? Internal fertilization. Okay. So what happens, Sunil? Um, when intercourse happens between a male and a female, that way the sperms of the male enters the female, okay, through the vaginal opening and travels inside, okay, to the uterus where the female egg is there. Okay, so they enter when at the time of intercourse they enter the female, okay, and a lot of sperms enter. Okay, a lot of sperms enter in lakhs. They are in lakhs. Okay, and there is the egg. Okay, this is happening in the female. Okay, so they enter. This is the egg in the female, and only one sperm enters it. Okay, only one sperm reaches, enters it, and fertilizes it. Okay, only one of it enters and fertilizes the egg. Okay, this happens, and then your fertilization process takes place. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, I'm clearing this screen, or do you guys need time to copy the flow chart?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Then we talked about the fertilization process. What happens in the fertilization process? When the sperm enters the egg, it fertilizes it, okay, which leads to the fusion of them both, okay, the fusion, and the zygote is formed, okay. This is fusion of cells, okay. Now this develops to form embryo, okay. Cells form tissues. Then this embryo develops into fetus. At this stage, what happens? Body parts, body parts of baby are identifiable. Okay? Body parts of the baby are identifiable. All right. I hope it's clear till here. Then this fetus matures and forms a baby. Okay. This process, the whole thing, takes a period of 9 months. Okay. 9 months inside the female. Okay. This happens inside the uterus of the females. Okay. And then they give birth to the baby and new life is formed. Okay. I hope this process is clear.
Just give me a minute, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Simran, is it clear? Fertilization process.
Yeah.
Okay. Done, Anaya?
Almost, ma'am. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So right now, let me just open the PDF once. 1 minute. Hope this screen is visible to you. This is the
Yes, ma'am.
yes. This is how where is it? A sperm looks like. Okay. It has a head. Okay. Then this is its middle portion. This is its tail. Okay. So through the tail, it pushes and moves forward. Okay. It pushes through its body and then moves forward and travels. We talked about male reproductive organs, okay, which has testis, vas deferens, okay, this is two vas deferens, and one penis, okay, this is the outer body. This in the males supports reproduction, and this is the female reproductive part, which helps in reproduction in females. Okay, we studied about this in the last class. Then we studied about fertilization, okay, how fertilization happens. Then, 1 minute. Yes, we talked about internal and external fertilization. It's two types, and how embryo is developed to form a baby. And we talked about viviparous and oviparous animals, okay, which directly give birth to children are known as viviparous, which lays eggs are known as oviparous animals, okay. Then development of adult from young ones, okay. Now, the young ones of animals keep on developing until they become adults. But in some animals, the young ones are quite similar to the adults. But in some animals, the young ones are entirely different from the adults. Frog is such animal. Its young one looks completely different from the adult. Here are three distinct stages of the development of young one to adult. Now see, if you take a look at a cow, when a cow's baby is born, it looks like a cow, right? It looks like a cow and then it just grows in size, right? But when frog's baby comes out from the frog egg, it doesn't look like a frog. It's called tadpole, okay? And it doesn't actually looks like a frog, but it grows into a frog, okay? It grows like to look like a frog. Okay, so this is what it's telling about. Like some young of the adult animals doesn't look like the adult animals, but they slowly grow to look like them. Okay, and the children of some animals look like them. Okay, some don't, but eventually they do. This is what it is telling us. So the frog's egg is there, then it hatches and gives the tadpole, and then this tadpole grows its hands and legs to become the frog. Okay, then in the same way, silkworm also lay eggs. The larva emerges out of the eggs, and this larva forms pupa. After some time, the pupa changes into adult silkworm. Okay, this is the larva. Okay, this is the eggs. Okay, and then out of the eggs, it comes out larva. Okay, and then the larva, um, from I think from its mouth, it secretes a thread-like thing that covers and covers and covers it on, wraps around it over and over till it becomes pupa. Okay. Now it becomes a pupa, and in that pupa thing, in that covering, its development takes place slowly, and then it becomes your silkworm, okay, or butterfly. Okay. And then interesting to note that the color, structure, behavior of every stage is different. It means that young ones of silkworm and frog undergo many changes. Only after that they look like adult animals. They undergo many changes, and only after that they look like adult animals. This type of conversion from young ones to adults is known as metamorphosis. Okay, this process is known as metamorphosis. Human beings also undergo many changes from childhood to youth, but they do not undergo metamorphosis. Okay, we people also undergo a lot of changes when we are young until we become an adult, but not a metamorphosis process. Okay. Now we'll talk about physical changes. So we know that when we are a baby, when we are at 0 to 5, we grow up, some changes takes place. Then when we are 5 to 10, some more changes takes place. Then 10 to 15, some more changes takes place. 15 to 20, more changes takes place. What is the most prominent change that takes place when we are like born till we are like 20? Our height grows. Okay. Our height, it grows like on in those 18 to 20 years at the beginning of our life. There's a major change that happens to us is our height. Okay. Our height increases, grows. So intelligence and knowledge also increases. Some changes occur at the age of 11, 12 years, which causes an upheaval. This happens because many changes suddenly take place in a very small period of time. Different types of changes takes place in the bodies of boys and girls. Now we have this table that depicts what changes take place in girls and what happens in boys. The changes, okay? So first is your sudden height increase. Um, I've seen people like in a matter of months, like in a matter of 2 to 3 months, their height suddenly increases. Like you met them, okay, before, and then at this period in the age of I think 10 to 15 years, I've seen that after meeting, like you met after like 3 to 4 months, you meet them back and they're suddenly grown in height. Okay, so sudden height increase happens. Okay, some people it's very sudden, some people slowly it happens, but height increase happens in boys and girls from the period of until the period of 18 to 20 years. Then we have change in the structure of body, development of breasts in girls, and in boys, cracking of voice. So when my brother was younger, he had a girlish voice. Okay, so we used to laugh a lot that you have like very soft voice he had. So we used to laugh that he's going to have a soft voice, and he also used to say that um he has a very soft voice. So when our relatives called, he picked up the phone and they asked that Rebecca, is it Rebecca talking? Like they thought that it was me because he had a soft voice. So, but then now that he's grown up, okay, he's he's all grown up, he's 15, he'll be reaching 15. So now he has a like now he has got a masculine voice. Okay, like looking back 3 4 years back, he had a very soft voice, but now he has that manly voice now. So like that change, that development has taken place. Okay, in the body structure of girls and in the body structure of men, boys, their voice mainly, okay, changes, and there's this change. Then broadening of hips in girls, growth of facial hair on in boys, like beard and mustache. Okay, that happens in boys. Then growth of hair under the arms and on pubic area, and growth of hair on the chest, under the arms and pubic area. This happens boys and girls both. The growth of hair, then development of reproductive organs in females, development of reproductive organs in males. Okay, that happens both guys and girls. Then in girls, menstrual cycle begins, and in boys, onset of discharge of semen. This takes place. Okay, this is also prominent change.
What's that?
Onset of discharge of semen,
No, not that. On the
this
left side.
menstrual cycle. This is periods that happens in girls. That is, yesterday I explained, when the egg is not fertilized in 28 days, it breaks down and comes out in the form of blood. Okay, like very less amount it is, but slowly that is the breakdown of the egg happens in the girls because it is not fertilized during that period. And after that, the new egg is formed in the ovaries and is released to the uterus. Okay. And then if it is not fertilized in the next period also, then it comes out again, breaks down in the form of periods. So that is a monthly cycle of 28 days. Okay. That happens. Then eruption of pimples and acne, very irritating, but yes, happens for everyone, boys and
What's
girls.
acne?
Pimples and acne, I think small
It's like
glimpse,
pimples
but
only, ma'am. It's like blisters type on the face.
yes, like when a lot of red pimples happen, like that kind of thing, similar to it. Okay, similar to pimples only. So that happens also during this age period. Then also the boys and girls go through mental changes. Let's see what are they. Body undergoes so many changes that there is a turmoil in their thoughts as well. The boys and girls are not accustomed to this altered physical condition. Their body feels new to them. They have a feeling of embarrassment due to their body. They start thinking themselves to be somewhat like others. You've seen boys and girls say that, I'm all grown up now. I'm a grown up now. I can do it. I'm a grown up now. So they say that sometimes they get this feeling that they are becoming like adults. So that's why they say that I'm grown up, I can do it, like that. Then that is why they do not like the advice of the adults and their words pinch them. Okay, in that phase, when you're correcting them, they say, "Oh, I know, I'm a grown up now. I know this." Okay, so that is like they are going through this mental turmoil because they're changing. Okay, their physical body and everything is changing. A lot of changes are taking place, right? So their mental also things like this, and they also have intense feelings in this age time, in this age, whatever they feel, it is like intense emotions they battle, feelings of shyness, fear, embarrassment, dismay, hesitation, angst, confusion, peevishness, all of this takes place. Okay. If they're angry, it will be intense anger. Okay. If they're frustrated, it will be intense frustration. What is this? Why is this? Okay, so emotions are also like it's a roller coaster, up and down of emotions, because there is a lot of hormonal changes taking place inside our body. Okay, so that also affects our emotions. What goes in our mind, chemical changes that takes place in our body, it affects our thinking also and our emotions. Now, why do these changes take place? There are some glands in the body, okay? The hormonal changes that I just talked about, and the glands we talked about. These glands secrete some special chemicals. These chemicals are called hormones. Hormones are of many types. They work in a different manner. Some hormones regulate the amount of sugar, salt, water, and calcium in the body. Some hormones cause changes in the reproductive organs. Hormones also affect the mental state. In everyone, hormones are produced according to the need of his or her body. When and how much of the hormone is to be produced is determined by a special gland. This gland is known as pituitary gland. When to produce the hormone, how much to be produced is determined by pituitary gland. It is present in the middle of the brain. At the age of 11, 12, this gland orders the reproductive organs to produce special hormones. Okay. Testosterone is the hormone that is produced in boys. It is produced in the testes of males. Okay. It is responsible for production of sperm and other changes in the body. Okay. When sperms are produced in the body of men and when changes takes place in them, the hormone that leads to it, the hormone that's responsible to it is known as testosterone. Okay. Now, two hormones are produced in the body of girls, which causes changes in their body. They are known as estrogen and progesterone. Okay. They are produced in ovaries. Now, in females, the changes that happens are due to these two hormones, that is your estrogen and progesterone. Okay. Now, will it be a girl or a boy? Okay, this is like determining the gender of the baby. Like how, like what happens that a female, like a mother gives birth to a boy? What's the reason behind it? Or how a mother gives birth to a girl? What's the science behind it? Like what actually happens that a boy or a girl is born? Okay, so this is that part. Now, 46 chromosomes are present in all cells of the human body. How many? 46 chromosomes are present in all cells of the human body. These chromosomes are present in pairs. Okay, these chromosomes are present in pairs. How? XX, okay, XY. This is the pair of chromosomes. Okay, this is responsible for determining whether a girl is born or a boy is born. Okay, now we will discuss this. 23 pairs of chromosomes present in a man, 22 are such that they look same in male and female, but the 23 pair is different in male and female. Okay, um, I'm sharing the whiteboard again. 1 minute. Now, this is your, I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Female chromosome. And here we will do male chromosome. So I just told you that how many pairs of chromosome are there? You have to write it, Simeon. Simeon, write it. Okay.
No, 46, you said.
Yes, 46. And how many pairs are there? 23 pairs in female and 23 also in male. 23 in male, okay? But in female, there is the same, all the chromosomes are same, that is XX. But in males, what happened? When out of the 23, 22 chromosomes are XX and one chromosome is XY. Okay. In female, all 23 are XX chromosome, pair of same chromosomes. When male, in what happens in males, your chromosome 22 are the X and one is Y. Okay. Now what happens? When at the time of intercourse, what happens? This X and at the time of fusion of the egg and the sperm, your mother from the this is your mother, okay, and this is the father. Okay. Now XX from the mother and the father has 1 minute. Yes. Mother because they have same numbers, so X and X. Okay. Father will be X and Y because one set is different. So when this X from the mother comes together from the let me just use red X of the mother and X of the father comes together. Okay, it creates XX. Okay, and daughter is born. Okay, daughter is born. But when mother's X, okay, because mother has X only, mother's X and father's Y chromosome comes together. X and Y. So that time your son is born. Okay. Once again, I'll explain. Mothers have same chromosome, that is X only. Fathers have two types of chromosome, X also and Y also. So when mother's X chromosome and father's X chromosome meet, they fuse together. XX means daughter is born. Okay. And when mother's X chromosome and father's Y chromosome fuses together, son is born. Okay. It forms a
I
boy.
I read in the newspaper yesterday that there are some doctors that can change whether you want it to be a girl or a boy. So they can control that.
They can control that.
Yeah,
Um,
they can
if
control the chromosomes.
okay, yes, it is medically possible. But this is my personal viewpoint that if we keep it natural, if people keep it natural, it's fine. But yes, some people they can get it changed by the doctor. They control, like they take the if they want daughter, okay, if they want daughter, they take father's X chromosome, mother's X chromosome, and creates a fusion so that daughter can be born. Okay, this is what the doctors do. And if the parents want a son, so they take the X chromosome from the mother and the Y chromosome from the father. They make a fusion and implant it in the mother so that the son is born. Okay, all right, guys. That is how it takes place in the while giving birth to a baby, whether if it's a boy or a girl. Okay. Also, people has this misconception that mother is responsible for the baby's gender. If it's a girl or a boy, mother is responsible for that. But in reality, that's not true. Okay, who's responsible? The father, dad is responsible that whether the son is born or the daughter is born. Okay, fathers are responsible for that. All right. So this is about who's the child gonna be, boy or girl. Okay, I hope this concept is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So shall I clear the screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay. So me and done.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, guys. So we are stopping here. Okay. And the rest of it we will continue in the next class. That will be on Monday. Okay. From here we'll continue on Monday. Okay. And see you guys in the next class. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Bye now. Bye, Simeon.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, sir.